Annie the albatross finds a home. Annie the albatross loved to fly. As an albatross, she could fly very, very far. She could fly over enormous oceans without ever landing. After many years flying, Annie thought it was time to find a place to land, so she could lay her eggs and rest a while. Annie looked down at the ocean and wondered if this is where she should land to make a home. She dove down and landed softly on top of the water. A beautiful dolphin swam up to Annie. "What are you doing here, little albatross? I thought the sky was your home," said the dolphin. "I am looking for a place to lay my eggs and rest a while. I think this will be my new home," said Annie. "Oh no, little albatross. The ocean is not the right habitat for you," said the wise dolphin. "What do you mean? What is a habitat?" said Annie. "A habitat is the place where an animal lives, where they can find food and shelter and friends," said the dolphin. "The ocean is a good place for fish and dolphins and coral, but not for an albatross. You cannot breathe underwater, so you could not find a place to lay your eggs." Annie understood and said goodbye to the dolphin. She needed to keep looking for her special habitat. Annie flew and flew until she came to some land. The land looked very different from the ocean. It was flat and tan with almost no plants. Annie dove down and landed softly on warm sand. A very large camel said, "What are you doing here, little albatross? I thought the sky was your home." "I am looking for a place to lay my eggs and rest a while. I am looking for my habitat," said Annie. "Oh no, little albatross. The desert is not the right habitat for you," said the wise camel. "The desert is a good place for camels, lizards, and scorpions to find food, shelter, and friends, but not an albatross. The desert is very hot during the day and cold at night. It almost never rains. There are no places to make shelter for an albatross." Annie understood and said goodbye to the camel. She needed to keep looking for her special habitat. Annie flew and flew until she came to a different bit of land. This time the land was bright white with no trees or plants at all. Annie dove down and landed softly on cold snow. A very fluffy white polar bear said, "What are you doing here, little albatross? I thought the sky was your home." "I am looking for a place to lay my eggs and rest a while. I am looking for my habitat," said Annie. "Oh no, little albatross. The Arctic is not the right habitat for you," said the wise polar bear. "The Arctic is a good place for polar bears, foxes, and walrus to find food, shelter, and friends, but not an albatross. The Arctic is very cold. The water is cold and so is the land. There are no places to make shelter for an albatross." Annie understood and said goodbye to the polar bear. She needed to keep looking for her special habitat. Annie felt sad as she flew away from the Arctic. Maybe she would not find the habitat she needed to lay her eggs and rest a while. As the wind lifted Annie into the sky and dried her tears, she noticed another bird very close to her. The bird swooped down next to Annie. "Hello, friend," said the bird. "Where are you going?" "I don't know. I am looking for my habitat and I cannot find it," said Annie. "What?" said the bird. "We're albatross. Follow me and I will take you to our habitat." They flew and flew until they came to an island. It looked very rocky with ocean water all around. The bird said, "We will land here, friend. You will find food and shelter and a place to rest a while and lay your eggs." Annie was very happy that she had finally found her special habitat. The